It starts like most mornings. You sit up. Slowly, feel that tightness in your chest, maybe a little dizzy when you stand. That familiar heaviness, like your body's working harder than it should, can be a quiet sign of high blood pressure, rising before the day even begins. What's happening inside after 60? Your arteries lose flexibility. Your body makes less nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes blood vessels. And cortisol, the morning stress hormone, peaks just after waking, squeezing your circulatory system even tighter. This daily storm, stiff arteries, low nitric oxide, high cortisol, makes older adults especially vulnerable to morning hypertension even before breakfast is over. That's why knowing the right foods isn't just good advice. It's your body's early defense system. The right food can help your blood vessels open wider, flush out excess sodium, muscle tension, and even reactivate the signals that tell your arteries to relax. These effects don't take weeks. They can begin within 12 hours, starting with your next meal. But what if your first bite could ease that pressure instead? In this video, you'll learn 5 powerful foods, each one proven to reduce blood pressure in just 12 hours. They're simple, familiar, and work with your body to open vessels, calm your system, and start the day stronger. Let's start with the first one. It's a deep red root that's been called nature's blood pressure medicine for a reason. Blood pressure food number 1. Beetroot. Let's begin with the first one. It's warm, comforting, and surprisingly powerful for aging arteries. A deep red on your plate, earthy, tender, almost sweet. Beets aren't just colorful, they're quiet medicine. Smooth, silent, and surprisingly powerful. For older adults, especially after 60, one of the most overlooked causes of rising blood pressure is arterial stiffness. Over time, your blood vessels lose their natural elasticity. They become rigid, narrow, and less responsive. And that morning surge in blood pressure, it's often not from emotional stress, but from mechanical resistance. Your arteries simply can't stretch like they used to. That's where beetroot steps in. Beets are naturally rich in dietary nitrates, plant compounds that your body transforms through saliva enzymes and gut bacteria into nitric oxide, or NO. This molecule acts like a messenger of softness. It gently tells your vessels, relax, expand, let go. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens the inner lining of your blood vessels, called the endothelium, reducing resistance and allowing blood to move freely. Think of it as WD-40 for aging arteries, restoring flexibility, improving flow, and reducing the pressure needed to push blood through. And there's more happening under the surface. Nitric oxide doesn't just work on the outer lining of your vessels. It affects the smooth muscle cells within, reduces oxidative stress, and even modulates your nervous system, helping your heart shift from a fight or flight state into one that supports rest and healing. These aren't small effects. They help your entire cardiovascular system rebalance naturally. And yes, the results are measurable. A landmark study from the National Institutes of Health found that a single serving of beetroot juice reduced systolic blood pressure by 7.7 mmHg within just 6 hours, and the effects lasted up to 12 hours in some participants. And it's not just the juice. Cooked or roasted beets offer similar benefits, especially when paired with a healthy fat like olive oil, which helps your body absorb and convert nitrates more efficiently. So what's really happening inside your body? Let's break it down step by step. First, you eat the beets, steamed, roasted, or in a salad. Nitrates are absorbed through your mouth and digestive tract. Your gut bacteria then convert them into nitrites, and finally into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide reaches your blood vessels, relaxes them, and improves circulation. Your pressure drops. Your heart breathes easier. And beyond blood flow, nitric oxide also improves oxygen delivery, reduces inflammation, and gently calms your entire system. You feel more open, less tense, more alive. Still unsure if it's worth trying? Meet Harold, 72, from Denver. He'd been on 2 medications with stubborn morning readings, around 148/88. Frustrated, he gave beets a try, just half a cup with lunch or dinner. Within a week, his pressure dropped to 134/80. His mind felt sharper, and the tightness in his chest began to ease. It's the first vegetable, he said, I ever looked forward to. So how do you try it? Buy fresh beets, red or golden. Peel, steam, or roast until tender. Slice and drizzle with olive oil and lemon to help activate the nitrates. Enjoy about half a cup with breakfast or lunch. If you prefer something lighter, blend them with apple or citrus for a bright, tangy side. Just avoid boiling them too long. Excess heat can reduce their nitrate content. Light steaming or baking works best to preserve what your vessels truly need. And no, this isn't a miracle cure. But within 6 to 12 hours, your arteries might already feel more relaxed. Your pressure finally more stable. Beets aren't a trend. They're a tool. A quiet, steady ally for aging hearts. Simple, earthy, reliable. Next, a creamy, potassium-packed combo that stabilizes your vessels and keeps you fuller longer. Blood pressure food, number 2. Banana with peanut butter. It's simple. It's familiar. You've probably had it for years. Half a banana, a spoon of peanut butter maybe on toast. But after 60, this combo isn't just comforting, it's clinically smart. It could be your heart's first line of defense each morning, and that first hour of the day. It matters more than you think. As we age, the body's ability to manage sodium and fluid balance slows down. Kidneys don't filter as fast. Adrenal glands become more reactive. Cortisol, your stress hormone, rises sharply every morning, tightening blood vessels and silently spiking your pressure. You may wake up feeling calm, but your arteries may already be under pressure. And when breakfast is skipped or delayed or replaced by only coffee, the body panics. Cortisol keeps climbing, insulin swings, sodium builds up, and your vessels clamp down. You don't feel anxious, but your body is still on alert, waiting for a sign that it's safe. Bananas offer that signal. They're naturally high in potassium, a mineral that helps your kidneys flush out sodium. It's like an internal plumbing system clearing away excess pressure molecule by molecule. And the effects are quick. Within just hours, potassium starts shifting the electrical balance inside your cells. Your vessel walls relax. Your heart pumps more efficiently, and resistance goes down. It's as if you told your entire circulation, take the scenic route, not the highway. But banana alone isn't enough. That's where peanut butter steps in. It brings magnesium, a key mineral that relaxes arterial muscles, calms the heart's rhythm, and helps your body handle calcium properly. Without enough magnesium, your arteries become jittery and reactive. Peanut butter also adds healthy fats and protein, which help keep cortisol from spiking too fast. The result? Smoother mornings, steadier pressure, and less tension throughout the day. Together, banana and peanut butter create a nutrient pattern researchers call the sodium-potassium-magnesium triad. It's a powerful formula for blood pressure stability. A review in hypertension research found that potassium-rich diets can lower systolic blood pressure by 5 to 10 mmHg, especially in older salt-sensitive adults. And in 2021, a study showed that older adults who ate protein and fat within 1 hour of waking had lower cortisol, more stable heart rate variability, and better overall blood pressure control compared to those who skipped or delayed eating. Think of your blood vessels like sun-warmed garden hoses. When pressure builds, they stiffen, pulse, strain. But add potassium and magnesium, and it's like turning on the mist setting. Soft, steady, no tension. Eleanor, 68, from Phoenix, used to start her mornings with coffee and crackers, and by noon, her pressure would climb to 150/95. Her grandson, a fitness coach, suggested a simple shift: half a banana with 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter eaten before 9 a.m. Within 2 weeks, her midday readings dropped to 135/85. It's the smallest change I've made, she said, but it's the one that made my mornings feel human again. To try it yourself, start small: slice half a banana, or use a small whole one, and pair it with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter. Eat it plain on whole grain toast, or even on a rice cake. Add cinnamon if you'd like it. Helps with blood sugar too. And always choose peanut butter with just peanuts and salt, no added sugar, no oils. The key is timing. Eat it within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. That's when your hormones are most active, your arteries are tightest, and your body is asking for calm. This habit isn't flashy. It isn't new. But banana and peanut butter eaten at the right time can gently reset your blood pressure by lunch and give your heart the quiet stability it needs for the rest of the day. Next up, a warm, fiber-rich classic that helps clear your arteries while you sleep. Blood pressure food. Number 3. Cooked oats. It's warm, it's gentle, and if you've ever had a bowl of oatmeal on a cold morning, you know the comfort it brings. But for seniors with high blood pressure, cooked oats offer more than comfort. They deliver a fast-acting natural solution, one that starts working before you even finish your first cup of coffee. As we get older, one of the biggest threats to heart health comes quietly through plaque buildup. This sticky mix of cholesterol, calcium, and inflammation begins to line your arteries, narrowing the space for blood to flow. That narrowing increases resistance. And more resistance means higher pressure. Especially in the early hours of the morning, this pressure tends to rise silently, often catching people off guard, even those already taking medication. But oats hold a hidden secret: beta-glucan. It's a special soluble fiber that turns into a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. That gel binds to excess cholesterol and bile acids and gently escorts them out before they can do damage. And there's more. Beta-glucan also interacts with gut receptors to lower inflammation, trigger nitric oxide release, and sharpen your body's pressure sensors. Think of it as an upgrade for your blood vessels, helping them relax, respond, and stay balanced throughout the day. And the science is solid. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that just 1 serving of oats a day, about 60 grams dry, reduced systolic blood pressure by 5 to 7 points. And it happened fast. Results showed up within 6 to 8 hours. That's quicker than many medications and without side effects. Even better, eating oats in the morning brings 3 extra gifts your arteries love: steadier blood sugar, calmer insulin, and lower cortisol levels. It's like wrapping your heart in a warm blanket and saying, "You're safe now." Here's what that process looks like inside your body. 15 minutes after your first bite, digestion begins. Beta-glucan binds to LDL cholesterol and helps carry it out. Your liver gets the signal that everything's in balance, so it stops overproducing cholesterol. Your blood sugar stays steady. Insulin doesn't spike. Cortisol begins to fade. Inflammation drops. Vessels relax. And blood pressure lowers gently, naturally. All from one humble bowl. And oats don't ask for much. You can make them with water milk or a plant-based option. You can add berries, flaxseed, or cinnamon. No matter how you prepare them, the benefits remain. Just ask James, 74, from Rochester. He used to skip breakfast or grab toast. His pressure stayed high, 145/90, even with medication. A nutritionist suggested something simple: cooked oats with blueberries and flaxseed before 8 a.m. 1 week later, his readings dropped to 132/82 by mid-morning. "I used to feel foggy and heavy," he said. "Now I feel like someone took a weight off my chest." Want to try it for yourself? Start with half to 2/3 of a cup of dry rolled oats. Add water or milk, bring to a boil, then simmer gently for 5 to 7 minutes. Stir in your favorite fruit, flaxseed, or a pinch of cinnamon. Eat it within an hour of waking for the best results. Instant oats still help, but if you can go for old-fashioned or steel-cut oats. They hold more beta-glucan and give steadier control. There's a reason oatmeal has stood the test of time. It doesn't spike your system. It doesn't shout for attention. It simply calms from the inside out. Quietly opening your arteries. Lowering tension. Supporting your heart 1 bite at a time. Next up, a creamy green fruit that protects your arteries like armor and tastes like brunch. Blood pressure food. 4. Avocado toast. It looks like brunch, tastes like comfort. But for seniors over 60, avocado toast may quietly be one of the most protective breakfasts you can put on your plate. Because beyond the creaminess and flavor lies something deeper: nutrients that can help restore balance inside your arteries, right when your heart needs it most. As we grow older, the inner lining of our blood vessels, called the endothelium, starts to wear down. It becomes less responsive to the signals that once kept blood flowing smoothly, less able to relax when pressure rises. And in the early hours of the morning, when cortisol naturally spikes, this worn-down endothelium often struggles, making blood pressure harder to control, even with medication. That's where avocados step in. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil. These fats don't just taste good. They help boost nitric oxide production, telling blood vessels to relax and widen. They also soothe inflammation inside the endothelium, restoring flexibility and calm. It's like applying a layer of natural moisturizer to your arteries, easing the dryness, softening the tension, and making every beat a little smoother. But the real power of avocados runs deeper. They're packed with potassium, more than a banana per serving. That potassium helps your kidneys flush out, sodium reduces water retention, and lowers pressure inside the vascular system. Avocados also offer magnesium, which relaxes smooth muscle fibers in artery walls. And plant sterols. They quietly lower LDL cholesterol over time. This trio: fats, potassium, and magnesium, works together like a team. One softens, one flushes, one calms. And don't forget the toast. Whole grain bread isn't just a base, it's a partner in your pressure control. It offers fiber, lignans, and slow-digesting carbohydrates that stabilize blood sugar and prevent insulin surges that could otherwise tighten arteries. Together, the complex carbs and avocado fats create a soft landing for your metabolism, a breakfast that doesn't spike or crash, but steadies your system as the day begins. Science supports this quiet power. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that just one avocado per day significantly lowered LDL cholesterol and improved endothelial function in just 5 days. And a large Harvard study linked daily avocado consumption to a 15% reduced risk of hypertension, especially for those replacing saturated fats with avocado. Picture this. Your arteries are like rubber bands. After years of use, they get stiff-cracked, less able to spring back. But with the right nutrients, you gently restore their give. Like oiling old leather, avocados help those bands stay elastic, keeping each heartbeat smoother, lighter, more efficient. Barbara, 76, from Portland, knows this firsthand. Her blood pressure was unpredictable, normal one day, high the next. Medications didn't help much. At her daughter's suggestion, she started eating avocado toast every morning, half an avocado on sprouted grain bread, with lemon and chili flakes. 3 weeks later, her readings dropped from 146/88 to 130/80. "I feel lighter," she said, "more stable, less tight in the chest, and it tastes like something I'd order at a cafe." Want to try it? Toast a slice of whole grain or sprouted bread. Mash half a ripe avocado with lemon juice and sea salt. Spread it generously. Top it with tomato, arugula, chili flakes, or flaxseed, whatever feels good. Eat it within 90 minutes of waking. That's when your cortisol is highest, and when your arteries need the most support. You don't need fancy brunch. You just need real food, gentle nutrients, and a breakfast that honors your heart and your age. And over time, your vessels may repay you with steadier pressure, smoother mornings, and a quiet kind of peace. Next, a cooling bowl of strength packed with probiotics, calcium, and natural circulation boosters for the rest of your morning. Blood pressure food. Number 5. Greek yogurt, plus berries, plus flaxseed. It's creamy, it's cooling, and it might just be one of the most overlooked allies for your heart, sitting quietly in your refrigerator. Greek yogurt, when paired with berries, and a spoonful of ground flaxseed transforms into something much more than breakfast. It becomes a soothing, therapeutic bowl, designed to lower pressure, calm inflammation, and support your circulation, starting from the very first bite of your day. Let's begin with the base Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, it's been strained, making it thicker, tangier, and far richer in protein, calcium, and gut-friendly probiotics. And each of those plays a direct role in managing blood pressure. Protein helps maintain healthy tone in your blood vessels, while also calming hunger signals, like ghrelin, which have been linked to fluctuations in pressure. Calcium is essential for the expansion and contraction of your arteries. Without enough of it, they become tight and uncooperative. And probiotics. They help regulate cortisol, reduce systemic inflammation, and support your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, the molecule that gently tells your vessels, relax. You can think of Greek yogurt as a chilled reset button. It cools your system from within, balancing the hormones and signals that can cause your pressure to rise unnoticed. Then come the berries, nature's tiny powerhouses. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Each one is rich in anthocyanins, the deep red and blue pigments that are more than just pretty colors. These compounds improve endothelial function, soften stiff arteries, and encourage nitric oxide production, giving your vessels the ability to widen naturally. In a long-term Harvard study, with over 34,000 participants, those who ate at least one serving of berries per day had an 8% lower risk of developing hypertension. That's not just data, it's daily protection. And those colors on your plate, they're signals whispers to your body that it's safe to ease up, let go of tension, and restore natural rhythm. Now let's add in one of the quietest heroes in heart health, ground flaxseed. Though small, these seeds bring serious strength. They're one of the few plant-based sources of ALA, omega-3 fatty acids fats, that reduce arterial inflammation, improve lipid profiles, and promote dilation through prostaglandin pathways. But flaxseed goes even further. It delivers lignans, potent plant polyphenols, that block ACE, the very same enzyme targeted by blood pressure medications. In a 6-month study published in Hypertension, older adults who consumed just 30 grams of flaxseed daily saw their systolic blood pressure drop by up to 10 mmHg, comparable to many prescription drugs, but with none of the side effects. This isn't just nutrition, it's gentle intervention through food. Now picture this trio working inside your body. The protein and calcium from yogurt are calming your nervous system. The berries are restoring communication between your vessels and your brain. The flaxseed is blocking harmful pressure signals and opening up blood flow. Together, they form a symphony of vascular support. Within just a few hours of eating, inflammation begins to fade. Vessel walls soften, blood pressure starts to fall, and your heart no longer needs to fight so hard. Just ask Paul, 69, from Charlotte, North Carolina. For 2 years, he struggled with prehypertension. He tried oatmeal, tried meditation, tried medication, but his morning readings hovered around 138/90. That's when his dietitian suggested a new habit: Greek yogurt with berries and flaxseed, eaten first thing in the morning. He followed it exactly: 4 cups of yogurt, a handful of berries, and 1 tablespoon of ground flax. After just 2 weeks, his average readings dropped to 124/82. But more than that, he felt different. "It's like I swapped my morning worry for a cool breeze inside my chest," he said. "I wake up lighter physically and mentally." Want to try it for yourself? Start with 3/4 to 1 full cup of plain low-fat Greek yogurt. Add a generous handful of berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, whatever you like. Then sprinkle on 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. If you want, add a drizzle of raw honey or a dash of cinnamon, not just for flavor, but for blood sugar support. Eat this within an hour of waking, ideally as your main breakfast or a mid-morning stabilizer. 1 bowl, no prep, no stress. Just nutrients working in harmony with your body's natural rhythm. It may not look like medicine, but this simple bowl, cool, quiet, and comforting, can reset your blood pressure for the entire day. It supports your arteries, feeds your microbiome, calms your system, and helps you walk into your morning with strength, steadiness, and ease. Now, let's bring it all together and remind you why these 5 morning foods aren't just healthy. They're designed to restore the rhythm of your heart, one peaceful morning at a time. Let your first meal heal you. You've just walked through 5 foods, quiet everyday choices, each carrying more power than they seem. The oats in your bowl, the banana with peanut butter on your plate, the soft toast topped with avocado, the chilled swirl of yogurt and berries, the flaxseed you sprinkle without thinking. They're not just breakfast. They're recovery. They're your body's chance to feel safe again. Because after 60, the pressure doesn't just come from numbers on a monitor. It comes from inside, when arteries stiffen, when mornings feel heavier, when your heart works harder just to keep pace. But that first bite, it can change the story. It tells your vessels to breathe. It reminds your body that it's supported, that healing can be quiet, and it can begin before the day fully starts. Each of these foods speaks the language your blood vessels understand through potassium, fiber, antioxidants, nitric oxide, magnesium, probiotics. They don't scream, they soothe, they restore. And within hours, they can lower your pressure, not with force, but with calm, steady care. So if this video reminded you of something you can control, something small, real, and yours, please give it a like. Subscribe to this channel. There's more coming, more ways to nourish the body you live in. Because your mornings don't have to begin in tension. They can begin with relief, served in a bowl, spread on toast, lifted in a spoon. And maybe today is the morning that starts it all.